Welcome to An Alternate Hue. I'm Hugh Anderson, and Washington caught my attention this week, as always. Our friends at Cornerstone Macro gave us this excellent summary of Washington's latest truth in labeling proposal on your taxes. The White House met with congressional leadership and they proposed a plan in the $1.75 to $1.95 trillion range that is substantially lower than the original $3.5 trillion proposal. The way the price tag is lower, though, is by sunsetting many programs after only a short period of time. Why would they do that? The plan would create significantly larger structural deficits and is probably too aggressive or win the support of Senator Joe Manchin. Nonetheless, they're making progress on narrowing their own internal differences. The latest administration plan would total about $1.9 trillion over 10 years, which is much closer to Senator Manchin's $1.5 trillion ceiling. However, as I mentioned before, most of the savings are achieved by sunsetting programs after they're in effect for a couple of years. This is known as is that a camel's nose under the tent? If the camel wants in your tent and wants to stay a while, it will, just like new spending programs. Never forget, it's too easy to spend other people's money. Nearly all of the new programs included in the House Reconciliation Bill are in the latest plan. It's a little complicated to put one number on it, but the 10-year cost of the package would meet or exceed $4 trillion if none of the provisions were sunset. And think of the odds of that happening. Starting when the White House first released its plan last spring, it has consistently pushed for a transformational budget package, so it comes as no surprise that the latest iteration is very aggressive. However, it's for that reason that the Build Back Better program is likely to encounter significant opposition from Senator Manchin, who's expressed concerns about adding to the deficit and creating an entitlement mentality. The President and his allies hope once these programs are created, it will be hard to eliminate them and Congress will end up extending them. If that were to happen, either taxes will have to go up to pay for them, or we'll just add to the deficit, which nobody cares about. That's what Manchin has said he doesn't want to see happen. Some of the provisions in the latest proposal include 3 years of health care subsidies, potentially a pilot project for a Medicare dental benefit, $150 billion for home and community-based services, and I always wonder what the definition of community-based services is, 1 year of the child tax credit expansion, and a robust child care and universal pre-K program. But I have to ask, has anyone ever noticed the cost of college over the last 10, 20, 30 years since Uncle Sam started getting into the money lending business for college education? Wait till you see what happens to the cost of childcare. And then, of course, my personal favorite, there's about $300 billion more that hasn't been specified or reported on. That's called the Crackerjack benefit, a surprise in every box. Only two major provisions were explicitly removed, the Clean Electricity Performance Program and free community college. There are still many other provisions that are still in limbo, but those are waiting in the wings for the 11th hour scrum to commence. So I warn you, beware the camel. Until next time, this has been An Alternate Hue. I hope you're well, stay prosperous, and keep an eye on Washington.